Right everyone, Ragnarok again in the base. What I thought we'd do is some raptor breeding today. And more specifically, trying to get the highest level raptor that we can. So I've got a number of raptors here that I've attained or bred. So what I want to do is I want to find the best female to start with. So if I look at their stats, 1480, 750, 296. 1480, 750, 296. So this one's better on everything but stamina. 17, 20, 6, 30, 3, 1, 4. What is this one? Wrong one. Seventeen, 20, 6, 30, 3, 2, 5. 17, 20, 6, 30, 3, 2, 5. Right, so this is the best female by virtue of their stats, so let's pop her here. Now I need to find a male. So the first male got 1240, 585, 314. And we've got two to choose from. 1240, 585, 314. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to breed these two together. The reason being is if we look at the stamina of this one, sorry, the health 1720, the stamina 630. Health 1800, stamina 690. Their damage is 290. So what we're going to try and do is get this one. We want the best stats of this one corresponding with their damage stats, and then we should get a better dino. So let's enable the mating on both of these. I just want to make sure I've got some meat. I'll put everything on a lot quicker so this doesn't take as long. We've got no meat. Okay, let's go get some meat. I'm sure I've got some in the fridge around here. Have we got some in here? We got loads in here. Let's just get some of that. Right, hopefully this won't take long for them to breed. 18%, is that all? Right. So yeah, so that's the plan, is to breed, to get those two together. Ideally what we're looking for is when the baby comes out is anything that's higher than a level 224, but who's got some good stats. That's what we want. So that's the plan. What we'll do is while we're waiting for that, I'm just going to pick these up because I don't need these anymore with the last update. I was using these for breeding, but I said since the last update I don't need the dino leashes anymore. Bloody capros. Let me just get in and get that. Thank you. Right, have we done yet? 67%, okay. So, I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing with these lot. I don't know whether we're going to try and breed. We'll check these stats out when we're done just to see if we can get any anything different. If we're going to use these or if we're just going to get rid of them. I might end up and in all honesty this is a great example just while looking at it. These are both level 224s, okay? We've got a level 239 here who are 17, 20, 585, 314. 17, 20, 585, 314. This one's better. So even though you might have a higher level one, doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be better. So just got to bear that in mind really. So there's our raptor one. So let's see if this comes out any higher than 224. I said ideally we want their health and stamina to be the higher ones, so looking for 1720, 600 plus on sort of both of them. So that's what we want of this one. What I tend to go for is, when I'm waiting for the egg to hatch, is if it comes out at a higher level, so as in higher than both of its parents, then I'll tend to get it and see what its stats are like. If it's going to be turned out, let's say for example this comes out at 210, its stats aren't going to be as high. You know, it's a weird system, but it's not going to be as high, so we're just going to get rid of it. That's why we got the flamethrower. It's just far easier just to flamethrower it and get rid. Right, so let's just wait then. So we're higher than 224. Oh, we've got two. Come here. Let's just disable them and quickly get this one. Right, let's have a look before we do anything. So 1726, 90, 325. 1726, 90, 325. Are these any better? 1726, 90, 325. The stamina's a little bit better. So what we'll do is we'll oh yeah, I forgot these are following us, aren't they? Come here. You two are going to get stuck on there now, aren't you? Let's give you some units. Where's the other one? You're both going to get stuck on there. Let's just create a couple of rat saddles and then we can hopefully get them out. If not, there's no real. We'll probably go bloody down. Ah, are you both following there, or you both will stay there? Right. So, the plan will be, so have we got male and female on this one? Female, female. We actually don't need two of them, so let's get rid of one of them. That's what I mean. You don't need two of you. Not when both females. Where have you gone? You're there. So let's just check this female out. So 1726, 90, 325. 1726, 90, 325. So this new female is better than that one. So let's get rid of this one over here. Because what we're then going to use is we can breed this female with the male, hoping that we're going to get the higher health stat. So let's just do my folders. So health is 1720. Stamina is 690. And hopefully show you that by doing this method you can increase it a little bit and get higher stat level dinos. It's probably the more accurate way of doing it, not higher level, higher stat level is what we want to. So let's wait for this one to mature. There we go. So we've got female 232, and then I'll put a B for bread. Now, is it going to do the bug? But means it's going to get stuck. No. Right, so let's take this female here. There we go. That's that female there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is put it on enable mating. Where's the female that we had before? And I take her off. Mating, there we go. Right. So, let's just make sure there's plenty of, this one's got plenty of food. There we go. So what the intention is now is obviously we're breeding this female with basically its dad. That's essentially what we're doing. We're breeding the female with its dad. Because what we want to do is get dad's stats on the health, I believe it was. Yeah. So look, dad's got a stat of 1800 on the health. This is what we want on this one. We want an 1800 health on this one, and then that's a decent level dino for us. So yeah, that's what we need. So let's just wait for that to for the egg to hatch, or not hatch. The egg to be dropped, delivered. I don't understand it. I've got no idea. I just had a poo. Thanks for that. It's just waiting, but I didn't want to pre-do all the eggs because I really just wanted to show you how I was doing it. Let's just pick these up. Oh, shut up. Those gallimimuses are a pain in the bottom. I don't know why I've got them, to be honest, but... Are we done yet? 93. Right, let's just wait for this. Right, let's go and get this egg hatched. And let's hope we get the high level health that we want. Okay, so one egg in there. So it's the parents are a 232 and a 224. But what we're looking for is the health being 1800. That's what we want, but we also want to make sure that the stamina is 690 and the damage is 325. Okay, we've got a chance that the damage will come out at this one, which was 290, and not that one. So that's what we want to just check. The damage has got to be 325, and the health has got to be 1800. Otherwise, we're going to have to get rid. That's just the nature of trying to breed higher level dinos, or higher stat level dinos. I'll keep saying higher level dinos, but actually it means higher stat level dinos. That's what you're going to get, I'm afraid. So, 2 seconds. Let's have a look. So it's a level 230. Let's just stop his behaviour. So we don't want him to wander. And let's have a look at. So his health is 1800, his stamina is 690, his damage is 325. That's exactly what we wanted. Just going to stop it. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So his health is 1800. So he's took the dad's health. He's took the mum and dad's stamina, which is that 690, both of them. And then he's took the mum and dad's, the mum's damage, which is 325. So there you go. So, that's at level 230. So So it's a lower level than this female here, but stat level is higher because it's got higher health. It's got the higher health base stat of 1800. So it might be a lower level, as in it's 230 and not 232, but as a stat level, it's the higher of the two. What was it? Was it female or male, this one? This was a female. So this female can now go. Although, yeah, in fact, that female can go. Because what we ideally want now is a male with similar stat levels. So just wait for this raptor just to grow up. We're going to pop her over there. But that's essentially how you do it. Is don't worry too much about the actual level of the dino. Yes, you want to be taming level 140s, 150s, that type of thing to start with, to get those decent base level stats. But when they then come out and they basically hatch, just don't worry if the levels seem to be lower than one of the other two dinos, because they're going to take the parent stat levels. It's just that they might take all the ones from the female, all the one from the male, or a mix of the two, and that's what's happened with this one. So even though level-wise it's lower, it's a lower level female than its mother basically, which is over there. Stat level, it's a lot higher. So this is how you breed stat level higher dinos. It's quite a simple method. That's why the folder system that I use here does help us. So level 230, put that in, because I always forget. I like to know what their base level was when I very first tamed Redditch, so I'll do it for the tamers as well. There we go, he's done. Yeah, he's done. She's done. It's done. I don't think it's going to bother too much if you've got a he or she. So this is a female 230, and a Reddit, so I always put a B for bread. If it's a if I've tamed it, I'll put a W afterwards, as in this male 224W. There you go. So there you go. So that's how you do higher stat level dinos, and in particular higher stat level raptors. So if you got this far, I do thank you for watching, and I'll catch you again soon.